forecast first on KOLR 10 News, Ozarks First.
Well, right now, seeing some rain beginning to really perk up now across eastern Kansas into Oklahoma. Some of these storms have been severe, particularly across Oklahoma. This activity will gradually build east into western Missouri later on this evening. Out ahead of that, we've seen a few isolated showers pop up in Laclede County. Looks like we've got a couple isolated showers also in Morgan County and maybe western Camden County and eastern Hickory County. Looking at the worst of it, though, back across Oklahoma, I think severe weather chances look fairly low overnight tonight, should stay across westernmost Missouri. For us here in Springfield, quiet evening, looking at a risk for showers and storms, though, starting by midnight. We'll talk more about the cooler weather that will follow coming up. KOLR 10 News at 6 starts now.
Now, from Ozarks First, you're watching KOLR 10 News at 6.
Well, after a long trial this week, Kenneth Davis has been found guilty of all 7 counts of abusing an 8-year-old girl in court this afternoon. Good evening once again to you. Thanks for joining us here at 6 tonight. I'm David Oliver. KOLR 10's Frances Lynn has been following the case for us all week long. She's back tonight to tell us what happened on this last day in court. Frances?
Yeah, David, the courtroom was almost full when that guilty verdict was read. Now, some of those who were in court, the family of 2-year-old Kinsley Kilgore. Davis is also charged with abuse of a child leading to death in Kilgore's death. Kilgore's family members told me they were relieved when they heard the guilty verdicts.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Kenneth Robert Davis, guilty of abuse of a child.
It was very hard. Very hard.
This is a step to justice for Kinsley.
A relief at the end, knowing that justice is being served.
Dylan Daniel and Tony Robertson are Kinsley Kilgore's family members.
He's going to get what he deserves, and it's coming. And today was a huge step.
He does not need to be on the streets ever.
Both the defense and prosecution presented their closing statements this morning.
When you look at them really closely, you'll see that the way that the state wants to spin this, what they're saying just doesn't quite make much sense.
He's lying to you because he does not want to be held accountable for his actions. He does not want to be labeled as a child abuser.
Be careful in your deliberations, think carefully, and I would ask you to return verdicts of not guilty.
He is guilty of all 7 counts of child abuse, and we ask you to enter verdicts finding him guilty as such. Thank you.
It is my job as a prosecutor to prove the case, and it's Mr. Wood's job, and as he did it in this trial, to defend his client. And I think he did right by his client. We're extremely lucky here in Greene County that we have jurors that are committed and dedicated and take their roles so seriously.
After the decision, prosecuting attorney Stephanie Wong said the most difficult parts of cases like this are to make the children testify.
They're so brave and they do such a great job, and to be able to get up there and tell their truth and face their abusers.
But she says getting justice for the victims is worth it.
Be able to hold her hand as she goes up to the stand and then be able to tell her that, people believed you, and we will make sure that nothing like this ever happens to you again. Even though it's hard to stomach, it's really important for us to confront the reality of child abuse, whether it be physical abuse, sexual abuse, neglect, so that we understand what's going on in our community.
The formal sentencing is now scheduled to be on December 6th.
All right, Frances Lynn here at 6 tonight. Thanks for the update there. Turning now to some team coverage this Thursday evening. The CDC is investigating an outbreak of severe pulmonary disease in 33 states. So tonight, we have 2 reporters covering different aspects of this story. First, we want to hear how this medical condition is developing from one local doctor.
There's some patients who develop the acute lung illness within a few months of vaping, but there have also been cases of chronic lung conditions that developed over years. So the ones that are concerning right now are the more acute ones, but we believe it's within a few months or weeks of vaping.
So as of September the 6th, more than 450 possible cases of lung illness associated with the use of e-cigarette products have been reported to the CDC. 6 deaths have been confirmed. KOLR 10's David Chasanoff spoke with a vape shop manager today. David, how does she feel about this CDC study?
David, I spoke with Tabitha Ward at Vapor 100 on South Glenstone. She says vaping is getting a bad rap for all the wrong reasons.
It's the illegal THC carts that are cut with vitamin E oil, heavy metals. It really has nothing to do with the vape juice itself.
Tabitha Ward at Vapor 100 believes vaping is safe.
There's not all the added chemicals. It's made of vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, flavoring, and your nicotine.
She says it's a better alternative to smoking cigarettes.
You don't walk around smelling like an ashtray. You don't have the stains on your clothes, stains on your teeth, stains on your skin.
Ward also hasn't faced any health problems from vaping.
I've not had any breathing issues, no cough, nothing.
But Mercy Hospital Dr. Sadaf Sorab says most, if not all, vapes are harmful.
I don't think it's just the THC products that are harmful in a person who's vaping. We know very little right now.
And there's some things doctors should know.
We don't exactly know which chemical is causing these deaths in healthy people. We don't know what's causing their acute lung illnesses.
Doctors have tried to find an answer since CDC's study came out.
The doctors have looked at their CT scans, they've asked the patients what kind of chemicals they were inhaling, and there is not one unifying factor.
There were no common cause in the 450 plus cases of lung problems.
They all had different chemicals they were using. Some were using THC, but some were not. Nicotine has also been implicated in these acute lung illnesses.
Doctors say the flavoring in vapes can have negative effects.
So it's these flavorings that have a lot of chemicals in them too, and they're just as dangerous as the THC might be.
Sorab says she's worried about teenagers and young adults. She currently has a teenager in middle school, and she says a lot of kids vape at her school.
All right, David Chasanoff tonight, thanks. And we want to continue our team coverage on this medical issue here on vaping and the disease outbreak. Experts say, of course, nicotine is highly addictive, and according to the CDC, it can harm adolescent brain development, which actually continues until your mid-20s. KOLR10's Nigel McDonald is here with us tonight. She spent the day speaking to students over at Missouri State to get their thoughts on vaping. What'd you learn over there on campus?
Well, David, all of the students I spoke with today say they know at least one person who vapes. Now, the group says they see students vaping every day, and according to the CDC, the number of young people who vape is only growing. The CDC also reports more than half of students who vape think the device only contains flavoring. This week, the Trump administration says it plans to crack down on flavored vaping products. Now, I asked the group if they thought that this would help end that trend.
People aren't addicted to vaping because they like the taste of Fruit Loops and their nicotine. They like it because of the nicotine. The flavors isn't the problem for the whole nicotine addiction.
Because the whole thing is kind of just a cash grab, basically, is what vaping is. So I guess if you raise the price of vaping, that would maybe cause people to buy less of it, but I don't know about eliminating flavors.
Well, the FDA will soon issue guidance on how to take flavored vaping products off the market. Flavored vaping products are targeting items the FDA believes are especially appealing to kids.
All right, Nigel McDonald with our team coverage tonight. Thanks. Of course, we will pass along any updates that we get in our newsroom regarding this new investigation with the CDC and vaping. For now, you can find the latest information on your smartphone by downloading our KOLR10 News app. Overall, we've seen a nice day out there, still hot once again, but we've got some rain chances moving in tonight. Jamie's going to have the hour-by-hour breakdown when we come back.
Now, weather with Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner.
Well, it's been another hot one. Temperatures back in the low 90s this afternoon, waiting on some rain, waiting on a cool front to finally, at least temporarily, bring to an end this late summer heat wave. On radar right now, not finding a whole lot out there, but a few isolated showers have begun to bubble up over parts of western Missouri. We've got one here located north of Lebanon right there. Looks like it's, for the most part, passing to the northwest of Sleeper. It'll continue to track northeast into southeastern Camden County. We've seen a smattering of isolated showers from east of Hermitage up to Versailles here, and you can see how these showers sort of tracking along the same line. Most of the activity, though, right now is back to the west across eastern Kansas and northern Oklahoma, and you can see we've got these clusters of strong to severe storms here in southeast Kansas, and also a couple of these across northern Oklahoma. That's where instability has been greater this afternoon, and that's where we've also seen a bit of severe weather north of the Oklahoma City area. Now, in terms of what I'm expecting going into the night tonight, I think for most of us, we're looking at a warm and quiet evening like we've seen the last several nights. But by, say, late evening, we should see an increasing threat for these broken lines of showers and thunderstorms to begin impacting more of western Missouri down into northwest Arkansas. And I think as those lines of showers and thunderstorms build into western Missouri and northwest Arkansas, there will be a very low chance for some severe weather that would come in the form of damaging wind gusts. Right now, I don't think those chances are very high. I think the worst of this severe weather threat, and it's not all that high, is back across eastern Kansas and in northern Oklahoma, where we're finding those stronger storms right now. Now, that said, that doesn't mean that we won't find some gusty winds and also the threat of some dangerous lightning with these thunderstorms, also some locally heavy downpours. But this is a scenario where I don't expect much in the way of severe weather. Looks like as that area of showers and thunderstorms sags southeast by late evening down about I-44, we'll start seeing that threat for rain increasing here along the I-44 corridor. After midnight, though, I think as that area of showers and thunderstorms tries to slip south of I-44, it's going to tend to fade away. And so for the morning hours, we're getting up, we're getting out. I'm not expecting a lot of rain near this front. And as we work through the day on Friday, as that front continues to sag southeast across the area, there will only be a few spotty showers and thunderstorms associated with that front. What we will find behind that front, though, is a widespread cool down. We're looking at highs tomorrow in the 80s versus 90s, and that's going to come with lower humidity, and that's going to set us up for really a nice night Friday night. Here's our hour-by-hour forecast. This is through midnight. You can see by that point the rain's really knocking on the door here along I-44. Look what happens, though, as we work past midnight into the morning hours on Friday. It really doesn't make a whole lot of headway south of I-44. And then during the day on Friday, near that front, as it continues to slowly drop southeast, just a few spotty showers and thunderstorms. As far as the rest of us, I think we'll find probably mostly sunny to partly sunny conditions as some high cloudiness will continue to stream overhead. Temperatures tonight cooling into the upper 60s, and then tomorrow see afternoon highs in the low to mid 80s. Looks like about 84 for a high here in Springfield. This pause in the heat wave will be a very brief pause, as it looks like a trough developing in the western U.S. will really help to pump up the summer ridge once again across the midsection of the country. That means heat and humidity returns on Saturday. We're back in the upper 80s after a pleasant morning. And then Sunday, yes, hot conditions and humid conditions with highs in the low 90s. That heat will stick around through most of next week, along with a fairly dry weather pattern. I do expect things to turn wetter, though, and then eventually cooler the upcoming weekend.
Okay, how about our Viewers Club number, Jamie?
Viewers Club number for tonight is 237-056. Jackpot is $200.
Yeah, coming up, if you woke up last night and you felt a jolt in bed and you wondered what that was, we're going to tell you on the way. Now to more local news at 6 tonight. In case you are wondering what you may have felt in the middle of the night last night, well, there was an earthquake, and it shook the Ozarks about 2 this morning down in Gassville, Arkansas. The U.S. Geological Survey confirmed that a 3.7 magnitude quake hit about that time. It is worth noting the Twin Lakes area where we're talking about this happening is considered to be part of the New Madrid seismic zone, which covers parts of Missouri, Arkansas, and 6 other states. And a lot of people here locally in the Ozarks and Missouri reported feeling that earthquake overnight as well. Well, coming up in sports, it is Raider-Hater Week.
So it's a great rivalry. They don't like us and we don't like them. So, but at the end of the day, we out here trying to win a football game.
Our Dan Lucy has more on the Chiefs' next game and afternoon baseball on the way.
And now sports with Dan Lucy.
The Kansas City Chiefs will continue their season-opening road trip Sunday when they face the Oakland Raiders. This will be the last time in the long and storied rivalry between these two teams that they'll play in the Black Hole. The Raiders will move to Las Vegas next season. And you can see that game right here on KOLR 10 at 3 o'clock on Sunday. KC has owned this rivalry during the Andy Reid years, Chiefs winning 10 of the 12 games played. Both teams are 1-0 after season-opening victories, but no matter where the game is played, it's always been a tough physical battle.
And those guys are playing with a ton of energy. All those young guys that they had last year have really elevated their game. And the guys they brought in, they're playing with a ton of confidence. And so they're going to be a great test for us. They do a lot of different coverages, a lot of different blitzes. And so for us, it's going to be an early test that we're going to have to go out there and have a good game plan for.
So it's a great rivalry. They don't like us and we don't like them. So, but at the end of the day, we out here trying to win a football game. And, you know, by any means, that's all we're trying to do is win a football game.
Attention, all you fantasy football players out there. New York Jets quarterback Sam Darnold will not play Monday night against the Browns. In fact, the Jets are not quite sure when he'll return to the lineup. Darnold has mono and has been quarantined from the Jets facility for the duration of the disease. The Southern Cal product went to the trainers because he was concerned about fatigue and he had lost 5 pounds. The Jets announced that Trevor Siemian will take over the starting duties until Darnold can return. The St. Louis Cardinals wrapped up their 6-game road trip this afternoon in the thin air of Colorado. Cards trying to snap a 2-game losing streak that's seen them score only 2 runs in both losses. Runs not a problem at Coors Field this afternoon. It was a home run derby. First pitch of the game, Dexter Fowler deposits this one in the upper deck in right field. That's a leadoff homer. That makes it 1-0. The next batter is Colton Wong, and he would take this one deep to center over the 415-foot mark into the fir trees out there. Back-to-back jacks, 2-0 Cardinals. It was 2-1 in the second inning when Tim Melville would knock down Rangel Ravello with this pitch. Next pitch, Ravello rips this shot to center, and it's another home run, and it was 3-1 St. Louis. Don't knock that guy down. Third inning, Marcell Ozuna would take this one deep to left. This is his 27th home run of the season. This made it a 5-2 Cardinals lead. And then in the fourth inning, it's Harrison Bader's turn. He would crush this pitch to left up on the concourse. That makes it 6-3. St. Louis hit 5 home runs on the afternoon and snaps the 2-game skid 10-3. That game took 4 hours to play today. Most of the NL Central teams played day games. This is what the standings look like right now up to the minute. The Cardinals have a 4-game lead on both the Cubs and the Brewers. Cincinnati and Pittsburgh rounded out. The St. Louis Cardinals host Milwaukee for 3 games starting tomorrow. Kansas City Royals also played afternoon baseball today. KC wrapping up a road trip of their own on the south side of Chicago. Royals looking for back-to-back wins against the White Sox, and 112-year-old Sox fan C.P. Crawford attending his first White Sox game today. He watched Jorge Soler take this one deep to left center in the first inning. A solo shot, his 44th of the season, and that made it a 1-0 Royals lead. It was 2-0 when Eloy Jimenez would single up the middle. That would score a run, but check out Whit Merrifield, the stop and then guns it home for the out. The Royals were still up 2-1. Royals would add to that lead in the 6th inning. Hunter Dozier would take this deep to left with a couple on. That's a 3-run blast to make it 5-2 Kansas City, and the Royals go on to win 6-3. So Kansas City at Oakland Sunday at 3 right here.
Okay, Dan, thanks. A final word next. We had a very special visitor stop by our newsroom today. That right there is Heather Lewis's little baby girl, Alexis. Yes, Heather came in our newsroom today. She brought Alexis by to meet her family here at KOLR10. Alexis is about 3 weeks old now. She weighs about 9.7 pounds as of her last doctor visit, Heather told me today. Heather says that she sleeps very well, does about a 3-hour shift, and then she's awake for a bit, and then she sleeps 3 hours. And so
typical baby stuff.
Heather looks great. She got a baby 3 weeks ago. Looks great. We miss her. We wish her the best during her maternity leave. Thanks for watching our news at 6. We'll see you back here at 10.